After the events of Boruto manga chapter 53, I think it's time for us to ask a big question in regards to Ishiki Otsutsuki. So hello and welcome to Under YZ, my name is Soham and today we are going to talk about Ishiki Otsutsuki's status in the future of the Boruto manga. But before that, if you're new here, then please consider subscribing to our channel since I do weekly anime and manga related content. We're also trying to hit 5,000 subscribers by the end of 2020, so a like and sub would be massively appreciated. With that being said, let's begin the video, and of course, a mandatory manga spoiler warning for all the anime only viewers. Now, according to the events of Boruto manga chapter 53, Ishiki Otsutsuki has apparently died and he will not be able to come back into the series because he was unsuccessful in setting up the karma mark upon his quote-unquote new vessel, that is Kawaki. We saw all the shenanigans that were at play here and how Kawaki basically outwitted him by the usage of the Shadow Clone Jutsu. This was one of my favorite moments from this entire chapter, and I really liked the way in which the ninjutsu aspects were involved here. But the big question in everyone's mind right now is, what will happen to Ishiki Otsutsuki now? What is his future? Is he actually permanently dead in the series? Or what will actually happen to him in the series moving forward? Because on one hand we have the entire situation with the Borushiki and how Momoshiki is controlling Boruto, but on the other hand it would be kind of silly in my opinion to just drop the entity called Ishiki Otsutsuki as a whole after he was being touted as the main villain of the series so far. And of course we also have the tease for the time skip where Kawaki is facing off against Boruto, so we have to consider that thing in mind because there in that particular time skip we can easily see that Kawaki is also possessing the karma mark. So the question is, what exactly is going on here and how are things going to move forward into the series? So please note that all of these are just my speculations on the basis of the things that we have seen in the manga so far, and of course I might be wrong here, and there is no obligation for you to agree with the points that I'm stating here. You are free to disagree, and I would love to hear your thoughts as well. So please mention your theories and your thoughts in the comment section below before watching this particular video. Now with that being said, let me talk about my opinion here. Now personally speaking, I refuse to believe the fact that Ishiki Otsutsuki is actually dead in the series after he was hyped so much in the series. But what exactly is the way or manner in which he can be brought back into the series? So let's talk about the shenanigans that are at play here. Now in Boruto manga chapter 53, we saw the fact that Ishiki Otsutsuki actually managed to put the karma mark, but it was not on the original body of Kawaki, but it was rather a shadow clone which Kawaki used and substituted here in order to take the place of his real self. This was a very clever move in my opinion, but there are some things which are very interesting to note here. First of all, we see that the karma mark is basically shredding off like threads from the body of the shadow clone. Thereby it is telling us the fact that it is not engraved on the real body of Kawaki. But there are some very interesting things at play here, and that is in regards to the entirety of the shadow clone in itself. Because if you remember, the shadow clone is a very interesting jutsu. The logic of this jutsu is the fact that whatever the shadow clone does, whatever the shadow clone learns, or whatever the shadow clone trains, those experiences and those trainings go back into the original body once the shadow clone is dispersed. This technique and this logic was actually utilized by Naruto himself while he was training for Rasen Shuriken in the Shippuden series. That is an actual established fact of the series. But there are some things which are not clear in my opinion, and that is especially in regards to the karma mark. Because up until this point we had not seen the karma mark and we do not know what exactly is its function and how exactly it is performed. Because if a shadow clone gets too damaged, then it will simply cease to exist, it will just poof off. And as far as I remember, I might be wrong here, but as far as I remember, the injuries of a shadow clone are not brought back to the real body of the person. So in a way, I would like to believe the fact that the karma mark will not come back to the original body of Kawaki just because the shadow clone is dispersed. But at the same time, there are some more weird phenomena that we have to consider here. So I personally do not think that after dispersing the shadow clone, the karma mark will come back to the real body of Kawaki. However, there are some more interesting things that are at play here, especially after we consider Kawaki's figure from the time skip. Because if you remember here, his right arm is absolutely intact and there is no sign of the mechanical arm that Naruto had gifted him. Now of course this can be chalked up to the fact that the series had actually not thought of this particular plot point here, so that's why we cannot see a right arm here. But at the same time, I would like to believe that there might be more going on here. What if, just what if, this is actually not the main body of Kawaki and this is a shadow clone which was possessed by the karma mark? Yeah, I know that is a very big ass pull here, but there can be numerous different entities and numerous different ways in which all of these things can be handled. What if simply this shadow clone was being possessed by the karma mark in itself? Because let's be real, the karma mark just searches for a vessel or a body. It doesn't really need a person with a sentience, and I think a shadow clone also survives in this particular manner. I genuinely might be wrong here, but I think this is not a bad theory in itself. Because it will definitely add a very interesting twist to the series, that what if the shadow clone becomes sentient, and what if that is actually the vessel in which Ishiki Otsutsuki comes back into life. And that would also explain to us as to why Kawaki betrayed Konoha in the very first place. Because it is not exactly his true self, but rather it is his shadow clone which gained sentient in a form because of the karma mark and everything. Of course, this goes back to that one particular filler arc of Naruto Shippuden where Naruto's shadow clones are fighting amongst themselves, and I know the entire thing might be a little messy and this is not exactly a very solid theory in itself, but I just refuse to believe the fact that Ishiki Otsutsuki is dead after being touted as a main villain for such a long time. Moreover, in this very context, there's another theory popping up among the fandom that Kawaki might actually inherit the karma mark of Momoshiki, and that would eventually lead us to Kawashiki, which is in my opinion the worst Boruto theory which we have seen in such a long time. That just makes absolutely zero sense for two of the vessels of Momoshiki to fight each other in the time skip. That just makes no narrative sense whatsoever, and it's just plain stupid in my opinion. But that being said, I really do not believe for a fact that Ishiki Otsutsuki is actually dead in the series, and even though there might be some utilization of Deus Ex Machina or aspults or even plot holes, but I still believe for a fact that Ishiki Otsutsuki will return in the future of the series, because there's also the entire plot thread with the 10 tails, and that would be very interesting to explore in my personal opinion. But these were some of my thoughts in this particular regard. What do you guys think about all of this? Do you believe for a fact that Ishiki Otsutsuki is actually dead and that Momoshiki is going to become the next big villain of the series? But if that is your opinion, then how do you explain the fact that Kawaki is fighting Boruto with the karma mark? I 100% disagree with the theory that Kawaki will actually inherit the karma mark of Momoshiki and we will have a battle between two vessels of Momoshiki. That just makes no plausible sense in my opinion. But then again, these are my thoughts and theories. What do you guys think about all of this? Please mention your thoughts in the comment section below. So that's it for today guys. Thank you so much for joining in. Please give this video a thumbs up if you like it, share it with your friends and subscribe to the channel for more. This is Wonder by Z and I'll see you soon on the next one.